Gay was a psychiatrist for 30 plus years and a professor here in Boulder. And he believed that we all have an inner strength, an inner genius that maybe it wasn't something that nobody else had, but it's something that is gifted to us that makes us, at least within our sphere or our environment, probably the best person in the group to be able to achieve these goals. So first off, we want to start discovering how do we find our genius, right? What are the parts that we have that we're really, really good at and that we really enjoy doing? I mean, let's face it. The things that we're usually really good at are also things that we kind of typically enjoy a lot, right? And if we enjoy something a lot, we do it a lot. And if we do it a lot, we're going to get better at it. And that's going to continue that pattern. So, in finding our genius, I want you to ask yourself, what do you love to do the most? Something that you can do for long periods of time without getting tired. Go ahead and write that down. Something that you can do for long periods of time without getting tired. Doesn't have to be work related, anything. Anything in your world that you enjoy doing. Another way you can ask that is, what can you do without getting bored? That doesn't feel like work. Just do it. And it can be something simple. It could be, talking to people, right? For me, anybody who knows me knows I love to teach, right? I can do this 24 hours a day. I don't get tired. I get excited. It fuels me. That's what I love to do. It could be helping people. It could be, it doesn't have to be directly related to your work. Think about it. It's something like if you were a waiter at a restaurant or a waitress at a restaurant, you would do it. You would show up the same way. If you were a greeter at Walmart, it would be the same. At home, you're that way at home. You're that way with your friends. It's that thread that lines through you no matter what environment you're in. You're always this person, right? Think about it when it comes to work. At work, what gives you the highest ratio of satisfaction? Like when you leave, you're like, that was awesome. That was the best part. So now, let's think about next. Think about things that you're good at, and think about things that you're not good at. So it's usually easier to start off with things that we know we're just not good at, are things that we are literally incompetent in. Okay? So when we talk about incompetencies, it's things that most of the public can do. Most of our friends and family and sphere can do. We are just not good at it, right? This is not our gift. So think about things like that. So for me, things I'm not good at, I'm not a great runner. I'm not a great swimmer, right? Most people can swim better than I can. Okay? So think about something. Let's start there. Think about what are your incompetencies. Go ahead and write it down.
Just in general, not in work.
Just in general. It could be at work, right? For me, work, paperwork. Hate it, not good at it, don't want to do it. Yeah. You say organization?
Oh,
Yeah.
nightmare.
Okay.
And then I'll have a book to tell me where all my appointments are, and I'll forget that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So now think about what is the thing that you are competent in, which means you're pretty good at it. Yeah, so's everybody else. They're pretty good at it too. You're just competent. Doesn't have to be a lot of things. Just think of one.
But these can all be completely unrelated.
Unrelated.
Okay.
Yep. We're just getting our brain to start thinking. We're shifting into system 2. Next, think about things that you are above average in, right? So most people could do something, but you're a little bit better than that, right? You're above average. Gage Hendricks calls this your area of excellence. What is something you're excellent at? And it's not as measured by anybody else. Let me just be clear on that. How do you feel about it? There's no test to say that you are or not this. How you feel. What do you think you're better than everybody else at? Better than most? Okay, now let's think about your area of genius. Your area of genius is the thing that you do better than anybody else that you know. Not that nobody else can do it. Not nobody else on the planet, but for the most part, most of the people that you know cannot do this. And oftentimes it's the thing that people come to you for. Your sphere of influence comes to you because you're just great at this. Think about it like it's a special gift. A unique ability, if fully realized, would bring enormous benefit to you and the organization that you serve. What is that genius? So let's think about like Oprah Winfrey. What's her genius? What does she do better than everybody else? She's Oprah. She's got a genius, right? She has many skills that she does very well. But what does she do better than everybody else?
She's very philanthropic. She gives back.
Yeah, right?
I think she's a comfortable person.
She shows that she cares, right? She cares more than anybody else. That's her genius. She shows the world.
Dr. Phil. Sorry.
What's that?
She found Dr.
She
Phil.
found Dr. Phil.
I'm in love with.
You fell in love with Dr. Phil. So think about yours. It doesn't have to be specific. It doesn't have to be, I'm the best at negotiation, or I'm the best at... It can be something a little more abstract, okay? Because again, this is going to show up no matter where you live. Now answer the next question. If I live in my genius, if I embraced that piece of me, my fear is I will not have enough what? If I embrace my genius, my fear is I will not have enough blank. Okay? Feel good? Does anybody want to share?
Well, here's the thing about my genius. I don't think it's something that I think of myself as this way, but I get told it almost on a daily basis.
Is what?
My husband says you should charge people for your therapy sessions.
For therapy.
Every single person in the entire world comes to me with a problem, and I am very good at zeroing in on what the problem is and helping them.
Awesome.
But
So how would you
but
explain
it
that?
exhausts me.
How would you explain that genius?
I don't know. I just have it.
No, what would you call it? If you had to put it into
I don't know.
5 words or less.
I mean,
My friends come to me for.
advice and problem solving.
There you go. Right here you could say, I am at my best when I am.
Yeah, but I don't always have that ability with myself.
That's okay.
I mean, I feel like I solve everyone's
So-
problems and they're very happy, and then I can't figure out how to deal with
So
it
that's
myself.
not your genius.
Well, it might
But
be.
solving others is, right?
Yeah, I
How
know.
about I am at my best and the exact thing I am doing is. So when you're at your best, when you're at your best, the exact thing you're doing is what?
I'm being authentic.
Being authentic.